Hello there. This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So I bought these pins, as you call them in America, or badges, as we call them in the UK, in Wales. Which I think the word in Welsh, badge, yeah, I think it's badge. And because pin exists, but I suppose they are pins in a way. Yeah, they are pins, but they're sort of pin badges. Anyway, I digress. So I bought them from Amazon like ages ago, and these are all of them in the pack. So what I thought we'd do today is I would pick some out at random, bearing in mind that they make quite a nice noise when you touch them. And then I'm going to read facts aloud about that country. So for example, I've got one ready to go. This one. And if you want to play a little quiz as well, I'll give you a couple of seconds to guess which country this is. In fact, I wonder if... Okay, so I blurred it so that I can come right up to camera. That's better, isn't it? Yes, that's better. If you're listening to this and you're not watching it, I'll also give a description. So this flag is striped across the middle. There's horizontal stripes. Top one is red, middle one is white, bottom one is blue, but it also has a crest, a circular crest in the middle. Sorry, Dutchies, you were thinking, I know that flag. No, it's not the Netherlands. It's too red. It's not an orange at the top. Well, orangey red, I suppose. Okay, this is the flag of Paraguay. If you got that, give yourself a little pat on the back. And what I'm going to do is, I'll put that to one side so I don't do it twice. I'm going to read out some facts from places I found on Google. So interesting facts about Paraguay. So the motto is peace and justice. Paz y justicia. America's, as in all of the continent of the North and South America, biggest feline lives there. It'd be weird if, like, the United States' biggest feline lived there. No, that's not what I mean. So the jaguar lives there, and there's actually, in Asunción, the capital, in its Jardín Zoológico, the zoo, it has a refuge specifically for jaguars. Paraguay is a bilingual nation. Guarani is the native language of the people. Comes in first before Spanish, which everyone also speaks. It has the world's largest water reserve, the Acuífero Guarani, which lies under Paraguay and extends into parts of Brazil and Argentina. It has the largest navy of any landlocked country. The next one's funny. It says they have famous tablecloths. So Paraguayan tablecloths crafted from ao boi cloth are renowned the world over for their intricacy. Just one of them can take over a year to make. And, oh, interesting. So it has a higher population of men than women, apparently. Because the average ratio in the world is 55% women and 45% men due to the XY chromosome. It has a decent literacy rate, but 94% of the total adult population is literate, higher than many other countries in the Americas. This puts it as 96th most literate nation out of 215. In general, I think Spanish-speaking nations have very high literacy. I kind of believe off the top of my head that Cuba has a 100% literacy rate or something like that. Okay, there's Paraguay, everyone. I'm going to put it over there. So, choose at random. Okay, I'll pick this one. Ah, okay. It's good one. It's upside down. That's upside down. Okay. For all of you listening, it is got 3 stripes, but this time it's vertically. Left-hand side is a green, middle is white, and right-hand side is red. But it has an emblem in the middle, and you can just about make out that it is a golden eagle in brown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Mexico. This is Mexico, everyone. So I'm just gonna Google some facts about Mexico. Okay, I found one. Mexico is home to the second largest coral reef in the world. Does Australia have the first one? There are 68 recognized languages in Mexico, obviously Spanish being, I think, the main language spoken in Mexico. Mexico City has the second most museums in the world. Mexico has 35 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. That's a lot, by the way. The Day of the Dead's La Catrina was created as a satire. Mexico is the largest university in Latin America. There's a park with ruins from the Mesoamerican pre-classical period. The flag is full of symbolism. Basically, it's to do with Italy's... France. I think it was trying to copy, to an extent, France. It's called a tricolor, with the 3 colours. But it does resemble Italy's very closely. I think the dimensions are slightly different. And obviously it's got this emblem in the middle, and you can't see it perfectly, but it's a golden eagle with a snake in one claw landed on a rock. And I think that's what the person who founded Mexico saw. They saw a golden eagle sitting on a rock, grasping a snake that had just been picked up, and they said, that's going to be the emblem. There's lots of volcanoes and mythology in Mexico. Mexico brought chocolate to Europe. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias a México. Chocolate is my favorite. Mexico is home to one of the world's largest pyramids. Obviously Egypt is, but you'd suspect, you wouldn't think that Mexico had one too. Okay. Mexico. Paraguay. I don't know. Gonna pick one out of the box, because I definitely can't see these. Oh, this is a weird one. Okay. No offense. Right, where to start? There are 5 horizontal bands. Top and bottom is yellow. Not many countries have yellow on their badge, right? And then there's in the middle white and black. So it's yellow, white, black, yellow from top to bottom. And there's like a red emblem in the middle, which looks like an anchor. Maybe like a half crescent moon in red. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Brunei. It's a tiny country, entirely bordered by Malaysia. Okay, I'm gonna look at some facts. Okay, I found something. So, Brunei actually translates as, that's it. That's it. Like, voila, voici. One person named Hassan al-Bolkiah is in charge of Brunei. I don't know how old this article is. The Sultan's palace is the largest in the world. Oil and gas account for 90% of Brunei's economy. It's quite a rich country. Brunei's oil made it a target for capture in World War II. Brunei has conserved 70% of its rainforests. Is it on the island of Borneo? Brunei is a strictly Muslim nation. I don't know what this is, but it's a shark finning. Does it mean fishing? Is not allowed in Brunei. Unless shark finning is something I've never heard of. Almost all Bruneians can read, so they've got a high literacy rate. You can use Singapore dollars in Brunei, and you can use Brunei cash in Singapore. Brunei has a city known as the Venice of the East. There's a couple of negative things on there, but I'm trying to avoid them and be positive. Okay, it's Brunei. I'm not going to talk smack about different countries in this video. Let's all be happy and positive. Okay. Let's pick this one. Chasing it. Oh, okay. First European one. Okay, a description. There's a band on the left-hand side part of the flag which is dark green, and the rest of the flag on the right-hand side is this sort of orangey red, and just between the two colour changes there's an emblem. It's like a shield surrounded with yellow, and the shield itself has a red border and is white and black. I think there's a black cross on a white background. So yeah, like 25% of it is green on the left hand side, and then the rest on the right hand side is this orangey red colour. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Portugal. Now, I found loads of facts about Portugal. It's a very old country, but I'll just do a couple. Portugal was the world's first maritime power and the birthplace to some of the world's first explorers, like Vasco da Gama, for example. Portugal's colonial empire spanned 600 years, the longest lived of the modern European empires. Not that colonialism is a positive thing, of course. Portugal was the first European nation to participate in the transatlantic slave trade. Again, not very positive. Lisbon is older than Rome and among the oldest cities in Europe. Portugal is Europe's most westerly point. Yes, in terms of the continent of Europe, not in terms of all European countries, which I think Iceland would get. Portugal holds the record for the shortest reigning monarch in the world. It doesn't say how long. Portugal is the oldest nation-state in Europe. The oldest diplomatic alliance in the world is the Anglo-Portuguese alliance. That would be with England. Portuguese is an official language in 9 other countries, and around 81% of Portugal's population are Roman Catholics. Okay, it's Portugal. Capital, Lisbon. Lisboa. I spent some time in Lisboa one summer, it was fantastic. Okay, let's take off from the box. If your country comes out, you have to give me a like, okay? I'd be interested if anyone watching this video is from this country. I think it's that way up. Okay. Is it that way? Yeah, that's that way. Okay, so the whole of the background of the flag is a deep red colour, and it's not very clear on video, but there's like an emblem in the middle. I know what highlights of, but normally I wouldn't be able to tell you if I just saw it for the first time today. It's of a two-headed bird in black. So red, deep red background, two-headed bird in black, right in the centre of the flag, with no borders or anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Albania. Albania. Skip, I believe it's called in Albanian. It's Tirana, the capital. Let's find some info. So, it says there is no modern language similar to the Albanian language. Albanian culture has a unique superstition surrounding scarecrows. I don't like scarecrows, they scare me. There are thousands of bunkers in Albania. I remember reading about this. The then ruler of Albania thought that the Soviets were going to invade, and so made loads of bunkers to protect the population. Apparently there's like enough for everyone who lives in Albania to go and hide, and then they never got invaded. The country has 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Remember what I said about Mexico having like 30 something? In Albania, you nod for no and shake your head for yes. Yeah, there are a couple of countries that do that. Going for an evening walk is part of the culture in Albania. Yeah, I think Albania is a Muslim country, isn't it? And that's quite a thing in lots of Muslim countries. It's just me surmising. Albania was named the first atheist country in the world in 1967. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Albania had the only Muslim king in modern European history. Albania is a leader in renewable energy. Tirana, the capital, is a city of colour. Cars were a luxury reserved for the elite until the 1990s. The two-headed Albanian eagle on the flag has a rich history. The Albanian diaspora is large. Albanians living abroad might outnumber Albanians in the country. I think there's lots in like the UK, Switzerland, France, Italy, Greece, for example. Okay, that's Albania. I'll go up here. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Pretty flag as well. I like this flag. Okay, so we've got horizontal stripes, 5. Top one is red, then it's white, then it's dark blue, it's white again, and then it's red again. So red at the top and bottom. Next one in is white for both top and bottom, and then right through the middle is a dark blue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Thailand. Thailand in Southeast Asia, capital Bangkok. Let's find some facts. I keep hitting on the same website, Rustic Pathways. It seems quite a good one. Rustic Pathways. Okay, so some facts from Rustic Pathways. Thailand is called the Land of Smiles. I have a very good friend who's Thai, and she's always smiling. Elephants play an important role in Thailand's economy and culture. Economy and culture. Bangkok is a city with unique characteristics. It's quite non-specific. Bangkok is the capital. Buddhism plays a major role in Thailand. There are Muslims, I believe, in some parts of the country, but Buddhism is the dominant religion. Thailand is the only Southeast Asian country that was never colonized. Interesting. Yeah, I suppose Vietnam was colonized by the French. I'm trying to think of other countries. Laos, maybe by France as well. Myanmar by the British. Cambodia maybe it's mostly France in that area. Muay Thai is a cultural treasure. Is Muay Thai is it like karate or something? Social graces are important in Thailand. Yeah, I think like I saw an advert when I was a kid saying that showing the soles of your feet is like, oh, absolutely awful in Thailand. So never take your shoes off or sandals off and put your feet up. Thailand has some unusual celebrations, okay? You can easily test your taste buds with Thai cuisine. Indeed, very spicy. I love it, but actually how they have it in the country is way too spicy for me, and I think I like spicy food. Bangkok's airport is said to be haunted. Oh no, I've been to Bangkok airport on I was flying to, where were we flying to? Korea. I think I was going to Seoul, and we had to stop in Bangkok and change. Astrology, folklore and spiritual beliefs are widespread in Thailand. That's the Thai flag, and it's lovely. To explain this, it's common for Thai people to greet everyone they meet with a large smile. Cheery facial expressions are a large part of Thai culture. How lovely. Okay, one from the box. Let's go for this one. Ooh, I spoke about this one earlier on. Okay, so there's a triangle on the left-hand side, which is in a light red, upon which there's a 5-pointed white star. And then the rest of the flag consists of horizontal stripes, thinner dark blue at the top, middle and bottom, and then larger, slightly thicker white. So it goes dark blue, white, which is larger, then dark blue, then white, then dark blue. So 5 stripes, dark blue at the top and bottom and middle, and white either side of the middle stripe, which are slightly thicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Cuba. Cuba. That's our third Spanish-speaking country so far. Okay, let's find some facts. Okay, so Cuba in the Caribbean, one of the closest countries geographically to the USA. I believe it's only a few miles across the water to Florida. The top one is a bit weird. The CIA tried to assassinate Fidel Castro, the former leader, dictator, over 600 times allegedly. Yank tanks are the vintage cars at the heart of post-trade embargo Cuban culture. If you ever go to Cuba, they have these cars that look like they're are from the 1960s in the States. And yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, but they didn't have modern cars for such a long time. Cuba has the highest doctor-to-patient ratio in the world. Number 4. Cuba boasts a near 100% literacy rate, one of the highest in the world. I was right. It's almost like that degree in Hispanic Studies is getting some use at last. The United States pays Cuba for the use of Guantanamo Bay every year, but Cuba never cashes the checks. Cuba had a unique dual currency system. Cuba is home to the Galapagos of the Caribbean, Jardines de la Reina. Isla de la Juventud in Cuba inspired Treasure Island and Peter Pan. Santiago de Cuba was the birthplace of the Cuban Revolution. Cuba is home to the world's smallest bird. I guess a type of hummingbird. Cuba has 9 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including natural wonders like Viñales Valley. I pronounce V's like a B. Viñales Valley. Cuba is the largest island and 3rd most populated island in the Caribbean and Latin America. That is Cuba. Havana, or La Habana, is the capital. Okay, I think I've got time for like one more. And if you want me to do this video again and learn more, then This has 3 equal-sized horizontal stripes. Top one is white, middle one is navy blue, bottom is red. And on the left-hand side there's a shield emblem, curved shield with the Orthodox cross on it. So the cross has got 2 horizontal crosses on a blue hill. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slovakia. Slovakia. Capital Bratislava. It's in Europe, sort of central east of Europe. Let's learn some facts. Bratislava is the only capital in the world that borders 2 countries. So the capital of Slovakia sits on borders with Austria and Hungary. You can reach both cities incredibly quickly. A trip to the Austrian capital of Vienna is only 60 kilometers away. That's about an hour by bus. It also holds the record for the world's shortest flight. Fly Niki used to run a 30-mile trip from Vienna to Bratislava, which took just 10 minutes by air. Sounds like they stopped that, which is probably a good thing for the environment. It has the highest wooden altar in the world. The structure reaches almost 19 meters high and 6 meters wide, made without a single nail. It is the altar of Saint Jakub, created by Master Paul, and located in the Church of St. James in Levocha. The entire town became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1993. It also has the world's tallest cave column. So it's got a lot of caves, roughly, oh my god, double the size of Wales, that's my country. But of its 6,000 caves, one is particularly notable. It's the Krasnohorska cave, which is a unique karst formation, or has a unique karst formation, with a giant column reaching 34 meters high. The Guinness Book of Records lists it as the highest cinder column in the world. It is also now registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can celebrate 2 birthdays. In Slovakia, every day of the year is assigned 1 or 2 names. When your name day comes up, you can expect well wishes, cards, and sometimes even gifts. It's taken pretty seriously in Slovakia, and people will often postpone celebrations for a big bash at the weekend. The tradition's origins can be traced back to the Catholic calendar of saints, but today it's a more secular affair. It's the home to the world's newest and most accurate astronomical clock. Located in the tiny Slovakian village of Stará Bystrica, it is the world's most accurate astronomical clock, built in 2009 by the sculptor William Loviška and the architect Ivan Jarina. An intricate satellite-controlled software powers the horloge, which enables it to display true solar time. And the last one is they really love Andy Warhol, the pop art master born in Pittsburgh in the USA, but his parents came from Medzilaborce, a small town in the northeastern region of Slovakia. Thanks to this, the country now houses the 2nd largest collection of his works in the world. Warhol, originally Warhola, never visited Slovakia, but his brother helped establish the museum. It opened in 1991 and now displays 160 originals from one of the most famous creative forces of the 20th century. Oh wow. And they say immigration is bad. Okay, that's Slovakia. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I've done all the usual stuff about liking the video and joining my Patreon, so all I'll say is if you enjoyed this new type of video that I've done, then please let me know so that I can do it again. And equally, if you didn't like it, let me know so I don't do it again. I appreciate your honesty. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Sleep well.